Hey, what's up? Today I got one word for you. Hilopites. Hilopites are those little pillowy, little pasta squares that Greeks know and love. And today I got an amazing little recipe for you, Greek inspired, but with a little kicked up twist. Today I'm going to make mine with a little bit of beef. And along with that, I'm going to add some carrots and some peas, make it almost like a little pasta stew. So, first things first is our beef. The beef that I'm using here is a cheap O flank steak. Cheap and cheerful, baby. What I'm going to do is cut this up into small pieces. So I'm just going to cube this up or cut this up into small bite-sized pieces. I want this to cook fairly quickly. I'm not going to be stewing this for 5 hours. Next, a generous amount of my Greek extra virgin olive oil. So for this, I'm going to do probably 1/4 to 1/3 of a cup. And I'm just going to take my beef and there's that sizzle, baby. Absolutely love it. Perfect. Just leave that in there. Rule of hygiene. Different cutting board, different knife. I'm not going to use the same one to cut the other ingredients. Not a very smart thing. At this stage of the game, I want to season, so I'm just going to go in fairly generous with some salt, a little bit. Fresh cracked black pepper will go into this. This is one of these meals. It's almost like a Greek stew. Next part of this is chopping up an onion. Take this, throw my onion in there. All right, so now my meat is pretty much browned. The onion's in there. Next part of this is about a tablespoon or so of tomato paste. This is going to give us that intense tomatoey flavor that we're looking for. And this is one of these recipes that you don't actually need to put a crushed tomato in. At least I don't. And it makes it, it gives you a nice rich flavor. The Greek part. 1/2 teaspoon of crushed or grated cinnamon. Very important in Greek cooking. Little kicker. 1 little clove is going to go in there as well. Now, here's the thing. I add my dry spices here at this point so that way they can heat up before I add any liquid like water to this. That way it brings out the oils of the spices, the clove and the cinnamon, and it makes it that much of a more intense flavor. While that is working, I'm going to take a carrot. This carrot now is going to add such a beautiful sweetness to this dish, and carrot goes with just about anything. If you don't like carrot, you can eliminate this step, totally fine. But it is something that it'll give you like a really nice flavor. There, so throw that in there as well. In this, I am adding 3 cups of water. Here's the thing. The ratio for hilopites to water that typically or generally will work is 3 cups of water to 1 cup of hilopites. That's what I prefer for a thicker, chunkier kind of consistency. I enjoy eating this with a fork. If you want to eat this with a spoon and make it a little more looser, by all means add 4 to 5 cups of water and it'll become like a soup consistency. So in goes my water there. Perfect, just like that. So at this point here, all we're going to do is bring this up to a boil, cover it, reduce heat, and simmer for 1 hour covered at like a medium-low heat. All right, so now that we're all about an hour older, my hilopites, aka beautiful pasta pillows of like flavorful delight, time to add our hilopites. Now, as you can see, the liquid has evaporated or is cooked down, which is fine, no problem at all. What I'm going to do is I'm going to add some frozen green peas to my hilopites. It just amps up the flavor, and it's actually pretty good. Here's the thing. Now, I'm going to crank it up a little bit, and time to add my hilopites. Love these things. Absolutely love them. You can make them in stews. You can make them in soups, anywhere really. And I'm going to throw in about a cup. What the hell? About a cup and a half in there. So, just give that a little stir now. Now, let me tell you now what's going to happen. Because a lot of our liquid has evaporated, at this point, to be on the safe side, and you're going to have to keep an eye on it, I'm going to add a couple of cups of water to this. And usually this glass here is about 2 cups worth. I'm just going to put that in there just like that. And you're going to keep an eye on it. You are not going to kind of leave this now and kind of go off and do laundry, because what will happen is, because the hilopites are so small, they're tiny little squares, they will catch on you like nobody's business. And there's nothing worse than having like burnt hilopites on the bottom of your pot. It really turns my stomach. It's sickening. So having said that, just play with this. These things will literally take 5 minutes or so. They're dry. Greeks will do them for 10 and they'll become like mush. But typically about 5 or 6 minutes, and you should have one gorgeous meal ready. All right, finally, this is ready to go. Like my jowls are oh my God, I'm salivating, I'm drowning. This is crazy. It is done to absolute perfection. I can't tell you. It's hot, but here's the thing. I'm still going to try this, and it is so worth it. Now, here's the thing. This is hot. And when I mean hot, I mean hot. But look at the consistency of this. Look how beautiful that is. I'm just going to take a little bit of this. Just put it on my plate. I just want to try this right now, because you know the things I do for you. All right, this is like holy crap hot. Let me just leave this here. What do I like to serve this with? Grab this off my night table. A little mitzithra. Oh, come on. Every Greek has something like this by their bedside. And I'm just going to grab a little bit of mitzithra and just going to grate it over. Look, it's like snowing in heaven. Perfect. Just like that there. And here's the thing with this. The beef is literally, it just falls apart. Literally, it falls apart. And this is flank steak, which is actually a tougher cut of beef. So, look at that. Gorgeous. If you can save a few bucks, why not? Oh my God. You can feed this to a baby. Now my hilopites is my favorite part here. Holy crap. Oh my God. This is like, holy shit, like, hold my beer good. This is fantastic. This, my friends, is one of my favorite all-time meals. And once you try this, you're going to know exactly what I'm talking about. A very, very even balance of flavors. You have a little bit of cinnamon, a little bit of clove, the onion, the tomato paste, the sweetness of the carrots. This will actually eat like a stew. Now, here's the thing with this dish. When I started, I told you 3 cups to 1 cup of hilopites. It's true if we didn't have any meat and we didn't need to kind of simmer this for an hour. But because we did that, we lost a lot of our moisture. So typically for this as a stew or a thicker kind of dish, you're looking at about 5 to 6 cups of water. If there was no meat in this and it was straight Hilopites, then you can do the 3-to-1 ratio. So just keep that in mind. That's it for this episode on my beef with Hilopites. I kicked up a little bit with some peas and some carrots. Listen, you got to get them to eat their veggies somehow, right? Super delicious, very easy to make, and all in one pot. So until next time, I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you like this video, please smash that like button and subscribe. Also, check me out online at kensgreektable.com for this recipe and so many more. And until next time, I'll see you on the next one. Bye for now.